The Sigma 60 to 600 is an unique existence among telephoto lenses. Hello everyone, I'm Rick from Trend Studio, an extreme sports director and photographer. I've been testing this lens with Sony A9 for several months, capturing airplanes, visiting the zoo, birding, sports events. Today, I'll share my personal review. The lens comes with a protective case. It's good for outing. A shade made by fabric can cover the lens and lens hood. The lens hood, which can be tightened by a knob instead of the traditional design. The S mark signifies it belongs to Sigma's sports line, reminding us photographers and filmmakers should keep strong and fit. Otherwise, you might not be able to handle the lens. A wide zoom ring in the front. It is very comfortable to grip. There's a lock on the zoom ring that prevents accidental rotation. You can adjust the zoom by turning or sliding it. The sliding was designed by the manufacturer originally. The lens have 3 focus hold buttons. They are on the top, left, bottom. Below them is the manual focus ring. I suspect that very few users will focus by manual on this lens. Let's take a look at the 4 buttons on the lens body. The first one switches between AF and MF. The second one changes the focusing range. The third one activates image stabilization. The fourth one is a customizable button. It's very easy transition between horizontal and vertical shooting. The 60 to 600 focal length effectively replaces a 70 to 200 lens. You don't have to carry them both. However, the weight of lens up to 2.5 kilograms. If you don't have any idea about this weight, you can buy 2.5 kilograms of X. The autofocus speed is very fast. I think it's almost equal to Sony lenses, especially when tracking moving objects like airplanes or running animals. But when targeting smaller subjects like water birds in distance, focusing shifts to the water surface due to foreground occasionally. I'm not quite sure about this, or it might be caused by the camera itself but not lens. Overall, I'm very satisfied with its focusing performance. Image quality. The lens performs excellently across its extensive focal length. Those familiar with long-range photography know that longer focal length requires higher environmental conditions, such as air quality, weather, and light transmission conditions. Great long-range photos and videos requires clear air quality. I think its image quality is qualified in most of conditions, but photos are not very good in backlight. The lens features optical stabilization in 2 modes, OS1 for static objects, OS2 for moving objects. Its stabilization performance is reliable. It's not an issue for 1 or 2 hours for fitness filmmakers or photographers. For video shooting, a tripod is essential. At a price of $2,000, it's a little bit expensive to most of people. For sports photographers, professional birders, or landscape photographers, I think the weight and cost is worth to replace a 24 to 70 plus 70 to 200 lens. Compared to other lenses like those 600 G Master, this lens offers significant value for its quality and convenience and its price. People often compare this lens to the Sony 200 to 600. It's a little bit cheaper, but you have to carry an additional standard or mid-range zoom lens to cover all range. the cost difference between buying a 200 to 600 plus a 70 to 200. Consider about the added weight and investment. It all depends on individual needs and preferences. This is my brief review of the Sigma 60 to 600. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like it.